Friends, hello, hope you are well. Let's talk about something that could potentially take place here that is going to make history. It's going to be huge, and the whole world is watching right now with what's happening. So, obviously, 48 hours really in trading in days. What do you want to say here? NVIDIA will be releasing their quarterlies. Now, there is a huge argument, and I'm not getting into the argument. I'm just kind of saying this is what if a situation, what could happen here. I think the majority of the zeitgeist of everyone right now is that NVIDIA is going to do well. They're going to at least blow their quarterlies out at least 10%. That's what they usually do. That's what we usually see, 10 to 12%. Now, obviously, with that, if NVIDIA once again does this in the market, especially where the market is literally, you've got the pitcher throwing the ball and it's going through a Hail Mary. If we see a hit with these quarterlies, it is going to go out of the Coliseum. You know what I'm trying to say here. It's going to be freaking nuts, because not only that, NVIDIA once again will lead the way in AI stocks. It will be pushing everything outside the way. There's going to be a ton of AI stocks that are going to be right behind it, going full steam, full charge, up. And not only that, we're going to see the market hit, the S&P hit another new high. It's going to be the talk of the town, and probably everyone that had a doubt that NVIDIA would make these quarterlies, not only make them, but just toss expectations out of the window and just get something that no one saw coming. We're going to see NVIDIA jump dramatically. Now, obviously, the speculation is, what can NVIDIA hit here? What numbers are we talking about? I think it's pretty safe to say, regardless, even if NVIDIA just they meet their quarterlies, which honestly would be I think if NVIDIA just met their quarterlies, it would be kind of just are you serious? They just met them? It could be bad that way. Now, we're not expecting NVIDIA to miss their quarterlies. If NVIDIA misses their quarterlies, this is a different conversation, that it's going to be hellfire brimstone in the market. I mean, this might be the crash. But I don't think anybody's expecting that. I don't think anybody's expecting that. We're not expecting that at all, especially when this company keeps beating. The last few quarterlies didn't show any signs of slowing down, so why should these ones? We haven't seen anything to give it those clues. So we're expecting these quarterlies to be amazing. With that, now, if we see NVIDIA blow these quarterlies out of the wall, it's going to take NVIDIA to some pretty big numbers. Obviously, this 130 spot right now, it is the barrier. It is having trouble getting over this right now. Now, this could change. Now, kind of where I'm at, I think NVIDIA probably won't do a whole lot. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I don't think it's going to do a whole lot until Thursday. Wednesday, quarterlies are released after our market, and then Thursday, if they beat expectations, they blow them out of the water, you could expect Thursday to be freaking nuts, because all the doubt is going to go out of the window. It's going to go right out of the window. You're going to see a lot of people double down, triple down into NVIDIA, and I think those numbers probably will be in the 150, 160 zone. And that sounds crazy. I get it, but NVIDIA is crazy. It doesn't follow the rules. It does what it wants to. We've seen this time and time again. NVIDIA does a lot like what Tesla does. Tesla does not follow the rules. It just doesn't. So could we go from a 126 right now within 48 hours to a 150, 160 if we see amazing quarterlies? Of course we can. I don't think that, of course, that's millions of dollars, but billions of dollars, but of course we can see that. That is very possible. Someone was asking me today, where is a good spot to buy into NVIDIA? If you're holding NVIDIA for the long run, you're like, okay, this is my moment. I'm gonna put X amount of money in NVIDIA, whether it's $100, $500, $1,000, $5,000. This is your starting point. This is where you want it to be. Friends, I think where you can get in before these quarterlies is probably going to be your best bet, because like I said, with the market right now, it's gonna be on steroids here. We pretty much know this. It's almost safer. Obviously, there's a lot of people talking about recession, but I think you need to play it safe and just get into companies that will do well no matter what kind of recession comes at us. And NVIDIA is that company, because when we do see these amazing quarterlies come out here, it's going to throw the market into a really big swing up. Then on top of that, going into September, which is next week, we're going to be in September. What do we know so far that's coming in September? Rate cuts. Rate cuts are coming. So what's that going to do? That's going to drive up the market anyway. It's about to be a feeding frenzy out here in the market. Guess what? There's more to come. Election. There's an election coming in November, which regardless in January, whoever wins, it will drive the market up. This is a very key moment where you have literally, you have a day and a half to really think about where you want to be. I don't know that Nvidia will do much tomorrow. I am almost bearish on it in this little short term of what time is left before quarterlies. I almost think that Tuesday here, we might see a sell-off. We might see Nvidia kind of sell off here. I think we're starting to see that. But I think that is the majority of big investors selling off and trying to get people, I think that's big corporations that we're seeing just selling off Nvidia, trying to make people, fear sell, get out of it, and obviously drive the price down to where they can buy more. And obviously, I think it's pretty obvious that we're going to see at least a positive quarterly here. I think that's pretty obvious. So saying that, why am I saying that this Nvidia is going to be driving the way in AI stocks here? If this happens the way we think it's going to happen, Nvidia comes out with these massive quarterlies. Every AI stock, even AI stocks that don't have a lot of hope into the future or maybe that aren't doing well right now, are probably going to go freaking berserk here Thursday and Friday. I am going to be completely honest with you. I made a massive buy-in to SoundHound here last week. I took some money, switched some things around, and I bought a shite load of SoundHound. Why did I do that? I did that because SoundHound is very much connected to Nvidia. And SoundHound has a very, very strong connection to running with Nvidia and AI in general when it does well. So I'm expecting SoundHound to really pop here when Nvidia does well, which I might sell half those. I might sell half my position in that and take that money and put it somewhere else. So there's a lot of different ways to play this. You just don't have to play Nvidia this week. If you have money in Nvidia, great, good. Palantir is probably going to pop this week once we see every AI stocks. You see what I'm saying here? We're about to see AI once again. You remember what happened last time with Nvidia quarterlies? AI took over. It ran up to ungodly numbers. It ran up so much. Nvidia said, "Hey, we're gonna do a stock split." That's literally where it pushed. It pushed a few AI stocks like that. Now, I'm not saying we're going to see another stock split this year in Nvidia. That would almost be impossible. You would have to add billions of dollars more for that to happen into the company. Unless they clear like $50 billion in this one quarterly, I don't see that happening. But they're going to come close, obviously. So friends, this is just what I'm saying. It's hard to go wrong this week with AI stocks in general. Even something like SoundHound, who is, it's an amazing company, very, very, green in the stages of where it is on the scale of stocks with AI, but still very much growing company, and that will do well this week and produce high numbers just because of the FOMO, all the stuff going on in AI stocks. So I really do wish everyone the best of luck this week. I think it's very dangerous to bet against Nvidia. If Nvidia releases bad quarterlies here, I think it would be one of the biggest upsets and misdirections in a stock we've seen in the history of the market, especially when you have a company who is just capturing ungodly amounts of money in their quarterlies that don't seem to be stopping. Not to mention, I didn't even say this, their new chip will be coming out here very soon. So there's a lot more to come here that's going to be pushing up these numbers with Nvidia here. So I would love to see Nvidia close out Thursday, Friday to end this market week at a 150, 160. I think that'd be great. Will it do that? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what's going to happen here. It's going to have to hit some big numbers. Friends, I'll talk to you soon. Best of luck to everyone this week. I really do mean that. I hope a lot of you make a lot of money this week. Man, I hope we all hit it big. Friends, take care. Bye-bye.